Why does earning $70,000 a year in 2026 still feel tight? On paper, it sounds like a solid middle-class income, something that should comfortably cover modern life in the US or Europe. Yet many young professionals earning this amount don't feel rich, irresponsible, or careless. They simply feel stretched. Imagine you're 29, living in a mid-sized American city or somewhere in the UK or Western Europe. After taxes, your $70,000 salary leaves you with roughly $4,400 per month in take-home pay. Rent for a modest one-bedroom apartment might cost $1,900. A financed car takes $520. Insurance and fuel add $250. Groceries cost around $600. Utilities and internet another $250. Student loans take $400. Health-related expenses maybe $300. Subscriptions, phone, gym about $180. Social events and occasional travel perhaps $400. Without doing anything extravagant, you're already beyond $4,500 a month. Nothing here signals reckless spending, just normal modern living. So why does it feel tight? Inflation plays a role, yes. Housing costs have climbed faster than wages. Car prices rose sharply. Insurance premiums increased. Groceries rarely return to previous levels. But the deeper issue is structural. Modern life is built on fixed, financed monthly commitments. You don't feel a $30,000 car. You feel $520 per month. You don't process full tuition cost. You process $400 per month. Your $1,200 phone becomes $40 monthly. The brain focuses on manageable payments, not total obligations. And when fixed costs dominate your income, flexibility quietly disappears. If your $4,400 take-home pay leaves only $500 of breathing room, you're not failing, you're fragile. One emergency expense and progress stalls. Now consider investing. If you had $1,000 per month to invest at 7% for 30 years, you could approach $1.2 million. But if tight margins only allow $200 per month, that becomes closer to $240,000. The long-term difference isn't intelligence, it's margin. And margin vanishes when lifestyle rises exactly with income. There's also psychology involved. At $70,000, your peer group shifts. Travel, car upgrades, dining out, these become socially normal. Through hedonic adaptation, what once felt luxurious becomes baseline. Social media intensifies this, turning curated highlights into perceived standards. So people don't overspend recklessly, they gradually normalize higher fixed costs. And reversing fixed costs feels like moving backward. Downgrading apartments feels like decline. Selling a financed car feels embarrassing. So the stretched feeling becomes permanent. Now compare that with someone earning the same $70,000 but intentionally keeping fixed costs lower than what lenders approve. Maybe they share housing for a few extra years. Maybe they drive a reliable used car without a loan. If that decision saves $1,000 monthly and it's invested consistently, the long-term difference in freedom becomes dramatic. Freedom compounds just like money does. The issue isn't that $70,000 is small. It's that modern systems convert income into fixed obligations very efficiently. When fixed expenses match your full earning capacity, growth stops. And with income volatility increasing through automation, restructuring, and shifting job markets, high fixed costs amplify stress. The uncomfortable truth is that the system quietly encourages trading future income for present lifestyle comfort. Reversing that requires awareness, not extreme frugality, just structure awareness. Asking simple questions before commitments. If my income paused for 6 months, would this structure survive? Am I buying utility or aligning with status expectations? Because income matters, but structure determines whether income builds freedom or just maintains lifestyle. A $70,000 salary can absolutely build long-term security, but only if margin exists. When margin is protected, $70,000 feels sufficient. When margin disappears, even higher incomes feel tight. Financial intelligence in 2026 isn't about hustle culture or dramatic sacrifice. It's about designing fixed costs below your maximum capacity so growth remains possible. Because once fixed costs equal potential, you stop progressing. If this perspective helped you see your salary differently, consider subscribing for more calm and thoughtful conversations about money.